Hey guys, this is Miss Hong and I'm going to go over your homework for tonight. And you're going to need this page from your binder. It's page 46 and it's the packet that is about substitution method, okay? So as for the homework, you need to know, you should have the notes for number 1. So your number 1 should look like this, okay? And if you need to pause the video and just kind of write it for yourself, especially those of you that have been absent, then I would go ahead and do this, and then you have what you need to be able to do the homework, which is right here on the next page. Okay, so the homework tonight is number 1 and number 2. All right, so so what we notice this is like we see that first of all we're going to draw our wall. And then we see that what's interesting about these is that we have 2 isolated variables. So in this case, you can choose like which one you want to make the sad face. Okay, so if you say, Ms. Hong, I'm going to use, make this isolated y the sad face, and that means you're going to substitute into this y, or vice versa. So I'm just going to, just for the fun of it, I'm going to put the sad face on this other y. So this is the injured player. This is what's going to be the substitute, right? So up here, this is where the injured player is. I'll put a sad face up here. So this 5x plus 33 is going to substitute in there. So I'll rewrite this equation, okay, with 5x plus 33. That's all of y. All of that goes in here, and there's nothing else on the side, just the y. So all of this is just going in there. Then you get 3x plus 19. All right, so, and I'm going to put my answer here. Okay, so we got a box, and then we got a circle, we got a box, and then a circle. Now we have a box on both sides, and we have a circle on both sides. So in this particular case, you have many options of how to proceed from here. You can take several paths, and it'll get you to the same answer. But I would suggest that you take care of the boxes first. Get them together, okay? So then the question is, do you want to get rid of the 5x and put it over here, or get rid of the 3x and put it over here? Now, no matter which way you choose, I have to choose one way. Since I can't choose all the ways, that would take too long. So I'm going to decide to put the box on this side. So in order to get rid of the 3x, I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides. So I'm putting it underneath the other box. So 5x minus 3x is 2x. And then bring down the plus 33 equals 19. Rebox and circle. That gives you a visual of like what steps you need to take next. And since I don't want, now the box is all on one side, right? We had boxes on both sides, but now we have box on one side. Now we have circles on both sides. Move the circle away from the box so that you have the box on one side, the circles on the other. So I'm going to move this one by doing the opposite, which is subtract 33. So we get 2x equals 19 minus 33. You can say it that way, or you can say 19 plus negative 33. So 19 minus 33, you should get a negative number, negative 14. All right, now you divide and divide by 2, so x equals negative 2. Now, if you, not negative 2, negative 7. So if you get negative 7, okay, be very careful, because if you accidentally put 7 here, let's say you thought, oh, the answer is 7 instead of negative 7, that's going to throw you off course for y completely. So make sure you are very meticulous with your signs. Okay, so I don't have a lot of room since I started in the center. Maybe I should have started back here. All right, now I need the y, right? But the cool thing is, I have both of these have y already isolated, so technically you can put negative 7 here or here, but you can choose, like, okay, since both of them are isolated, you can decide which one you prefer. It's going to be the same thing, basically. Either way, you're going to get the same y. So let's say I decide to use this one, okay? So I write y equals 5. I'm just recopying it. And then I'm going to take this negative 7 and put it here. Okay, plug that in or substitute it in. So this y gets rewritten, the equals gets rewritten, then you have 5 times negative 7 plus 33. All right, you do multiplication before you do addition. So 5 times negative 7 is actually negative 35. Add 33. So 35 negative plus 33 is negative 2. So y equals negative 2. And that goes here. Okay, and that's my solution. Now, if at any point of the video you're like, okay, Ms. Hong, you went way too fast, remember, you can pause the video anytime. And I would strongly suggest that you do as much of this on your own without the video. And then fast forward through and see if you got it right. If you didn't get it right, then you can always rewind and see where you went wrong. Okay, so If you have to depend on me every step of the way to do this, what I would suggest is grab some scrap paper, recopy the system, put this away, and then try to do it on your own. And then when you get stuck, watch the video again, all right? Okay, so number 2, same thing. We got 2 isolated variables already. I'm going to draw my walls. So let's say I'll do this one as my sad one this time, okay? So this is a substitute, which means over here it's going to go in right there. So I'm going to rewrite this equation. Oh, yeah, well, there I go again in the center, but okay. So negative 2x plus 2 is substituting for that y. The y comes out, the negative 2x plus 2 goes in. So negative 2x plus 2. And then that's all there is. There's only a y on the side, so this is the only expression that's on the side. Then go ahead and write the equals and write the rest of it. Okay, box and circle. I'm going to get the boxes together first. This time I'll move this x over here. So add 2x to both sides. Notice what happens is now the box is going to be over here, and that's fine. Most people prefer the box to be on the left side, but okay. So I bring down the 2 equals, what's 7x plus 2x equals 9x. Bring down the plus 11. Now read box and circle. Now I want to get this away. I want to split these, but over here you see there's another circle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this one. So it's minus 11 on both sides. All right. So then this is going to be 2 minus 11 is a negative 9. Bring down your 9x. Split the 9 and x by dividing and dividing by 9. So you get x equals negative 1. So you put negative 1 here. Now remember, be very meticulous about how you find your answer because it's very easy to get the wrong sign. Okay, so now we need to find the y. So since we have 2 equations that already have isolated y's, you guys have a little bit more of a choice. So since I used the second equation last time, I'll try using the first equation this time. So I'm going to recopy y equals negative 2x plus 2, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this x, I'm going to put a negative 1 in there. So I rewrite the y equals negative 2 times negative 1 and then plus 2. Rewrite the y equals, this multiplies. So be careful with your signs. Negative 2 times negative 1 is a positive 2 plus 2. So what does that come out to be? You add those 2 together, that's 4. So then that's going to be a positive 4. And this is a 1 solution. Like I said with the other problem, if I went too fast with that, remember you can pause, rewind anytime. And then if you had to depend on me every step of the way, I'm going to ask you again, try to grab some scrap paper, copy this problem down, try it again on your own, and see if you can come and get to the same answer. And if you still get stuck, just bring it in during class when we go over it. Make sure you're ready with your questions, okay? All right, this is the end of the video.